Hi guys, Danielle back, Danielle's Homemade Products. My project for today is emptying everything out of this room because I'm going to start putting the underlayment down so the floors can be installed. It is a disaster right now, which is going to make it that much more fun, but everything's got to be removed in here so I can start the underlayment. I'm planning on starting that tomorrow. So today I've got to get this room emptied along with all the doors and stuff that are stuffed in there because I've got to do those floors too. All of this tools and whatnot that we've got shoved in here, that up there on the shelf can stay, but as it's not going to be in the way. But everything down here has to be removed and everything else in this entire room has to be removed. Wish me luck. I'm going to put on some music and jam while I do it. I'm back for an update. So I've got all that stuff moved. Still got to do the shelving unit. Still got to do Sky's table and all her crapola. But I've got everything off of my table except for the blinds. The blinds are for the windows in here and my printer. All of Nana's table is emptied underneath of both of those tables except for one of Sky's mascaras that she plays with. Those two are empty. Still working on the rest of the room. Trying to work in a circle so that I feel like my movements have some kind of semblance of sense. But I still have closets to empty too, and I still had to take the tables out and the mud and paint bucket that's down there. The cords are for the internet, which I knocked the router over, so I'm going to have to fix that in a minute. So I still have this part of Sky's major mess, Nana's puzzles and her yarn and stuff like that, and I've got some of my soap stuff on there too that needs to come all out along with that whole shelving unit. And then the closets. And I got to get the tables out too, so that's on the list as well. But so far, that's what I've gotten done. I need to take a little bit of a break, but I think I've actually gotten quite a bit done. I got the carts gone that were there. Can actually see the opening for the closet now. So yeah, it's a work in progress. I'll be back when I've got more done. Go get Sky from school. But I got 3 of the shelves emptied. Now to empty the other 2 so I can get that shelving unit out of the way. And then the rest of her crap. It's coming along, it's coming along. I'll be back when I've got more done. Oh, I got the shelving unit out. Got all Sky's crap out, except for the table it was on. Still got to get my printer and the blinds out. Everything else in the main part of the room, except for my pop, is gone. I did get that bottom of that closet emptied, though I wasn't very happy with myself when I saw the tack strips that are still in there, so I'll have to find the hammer and chisel and get those out too. I still have this guy to empty, and so not looking forward to this because those boxes of tiles back there, them bitches weigh like 30 pounds each because they're mosaic tiles. Glass and stone mosaic tiles. Make sure I get it right. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but they're heavy as fuck. So I've got to clean out everything in here. Whoopie. Sorry, tried to drop ya apparently. My hands aren't wanting to work because I've been pushing them too hard. But I got this little funky L area to empty, and then this stuff that's in here, and then I will sweep everything and wash the floors and let them dry overnight, and start laying down basically this stuff. These are 2 of the sheets we already had, and I just went and got more this morning. They're in the back of my van. So I'll start putting those sheets down, but I want to get the crud off of the floor, sweep it, and wash it really well. And apparently I missed some spots when I was putting the kills down. I may touch that up. Just really is going to depend on how much energy I have left because I'm draining. I'm draining and draining fast, but I've gotten quite a bit done. So I really am not too upset. So the tables will fold up and then fold in half, and I'll stick those someplace. Pretty much is what I've been doing with everything else, is just sticking it someplace. And I've got to figure out where I'm going to put these blinds because they're big and I don't want them to get damaged, but I don't know if I'd be able to get them up in the windows, especially this one, because this bitch is not good with making sure she's level, and that's a wide span because it's, instead of being 2 blinds in this area, now there's going to be just 1 solid blind all the way across. So I may attempt that, but I'm not sure yet. Most likely, if I do attempt it, it won't be tonight. That's for damn sure, because I know that just ain't happening. But, and then I've got to get my printer and put that someplace that I don't have to worry about it getting broke amidst the process of the floors. So, my sweaty fingerprints on it now. But yeah, its room looks 3 times the size now that all the shit's out there, and I can't really say anything. The majority of the shit was mine and Sky's. I didn't bother taking anything down off of that shelf, and while this shelf looks like it's smiling at you, believe it or not, it does that whether there's shit on it or not. It's just been in there that long, because I think my grandparents bought this house, I want to say 99 or 2000, I can't remember for sure, but that means that they've been in here at least 17 years. And as far back as I can remember, this baby has always smiled at me. So, as far as I know, too, it was in here when they bought it. So, but yeah, the walls have already been painted. I do need to wash some crud off of it, some nice paint fingerprints. Luckily, I only buy washable shit. But other than that, you can see along the bottom of the walls, there are spots that are missed. They were missed intentionally. As far as I am aware, they're going to be putting trim back in. So that is work yet. You can see a piece of the trim down there on the bottom that's still there. But they're going to be putting trim. There's a big-ass pile of it right there. See, this is where I piled the majority of the shit. In here and then in Nana's room, since she's still in the rehab hospital, because it's not being used. And I made sure I left myself a walkway so I can get the wood in through the front door. As you can see, I've got it so that the door will open, and then I can step over that itty-bitty pile to the breezeway if I need to go out. But those big sheets, these 4x8 sheets, are difficult to get in the breezeway door. It's just kind of a tight curve and turn trying to come into the computer room from there. So it's easier to bring those in through the front door. So I think I'm going to take a bit of a break and try and come up with some kind of plan on what I'm going to do with those doors and windows and tile in there. Because I know the raised panel doors are going to be going on the bedrooms. As far as I know, I don't think they're putting a new door on this room. And I believe those doors back there, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I believe those ones are for Nana's closet. I'm not positive. These doors were the ones that were in this room already. This one was in the front opening, kind of acting as a bifold. It kind of swung, if I remember right, I believe it swung, it had to swing in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it swung in. Swang, that's a new word. And I believe this one is for this opening right here. I don't remember if this closet had doors on it, but it had to have had something because it's got a freaking track in there. So I don't know if this white one in here is one or if that one already got tossed. It's hard to tell. But there you go. You've got the update so far. And it's really strange about this house when it was built. This here, if you can see that cutout, I found out from a neighbor that this originally was closed off. There was a wall all the way across here. And this is where they originally had the water heater, the furnace, and things like that. And where you see the insulation, there used to be a door here, an access panel to outside, so that if you needed work done on your furnace or your water heater or whatever appliance, home things, you didn't have to have them come into the house itself. They could have access to the the equipment they needed to get to through this door, and they didn't come into the actual house. I thought that was pretty interesting because I know I couldn't figure out why there was a light bulb up there, nor could I figure out where the hell the switch was for it, till I realized, if I can do this with one hand, it'd be interesting if I can. Hey, look at that. There's a white light switch there. I'm like, why in the heck would they put a light switch all the way at the back end of a closet? And that's when I was told about this actually originally being a door, which I thought was a neat concept. Weird, but, things were done differently back when this house was built in the 70s. I think it was the 70s, but damn, there's some nasty cobwebs up there. Woo, OCD's kicking in. There's some up there, too. Looks like I'll be doing that before I get to the floors, too. All right, I'm going to go take a break before I start giving myself extra work. See you guys later when I got more accomplished. So, tables are out. Closet is emptied. I even got the cobwebs down because I couldn't take it. But all of this is empty. I gave a basic sweep. I wasn't being too particular because I still got to take tack strips out of that closet right there in the little weird section along the wall there, and in this closet too. So I'm going to have to do a resweep at that point in time. So I'm going to wait to wash the floor until then as well. That'll give me a little bit of a break tomorrow amidst everything else. I'll remove the tack strips first and then resweep and rewash. I shouldn't say rewash, resweep the floor and then wash it because it definitely needs it before I put the underlayment down. But there you have it. I am going off duty now. See you later.